It all began in the quiet neighborhood of Green Oaks, where Evelyn Carter lived with her 8-year-old son, Jamal. Evelyn was a single mother in her early 30s, known in the community for her warm smile and relentless determination. She worked 2 jobs, morning shifts at a diner and evening hours as a cashier at the local grocery store. Her life revolved around providing the best she could for Jamal, a bright, curious boy who loved drawing and asking endless questions about the world. Jamal's teacher, Miss Ruth Andrews, was in her 40s, a seasoned educator who had spent nearly 2 decades teaching 3rd grade at Green Oaks Elementary. She had a reputation for being strict, yet kind, and always believed in challenging her students to reach their full potential. But like many others, Miss Andrews was not without her biases, though they weren't overt. Sometimes, without even realizing it, she would set different expectations for her students based on their backgrounds. This story truly began one ordinary Tuesday morning. Jamal had come home the previous day with a note from Miss Andrews. It wasn't a good one. Evelyn sat at the small kitchen table, reading the letter with a heavy heart. It said Jamal had been distracted in class, daydreaming, and failing to turn in his homework on time. The note ended with a suggestion: consider helping Jamal focus more at home. Evelyn's chest tightened as she read those words. She stared at the paper, her mind racing. Was she failing as a mother? Was Jamal struggling because of her long work hours? She decided to talk to Jamal that evening. "Baby, is everything okay at school?" Evelyn asked gently while serving Jamal dinner. Jamal hesitated, pushing his peas around on his plate. "I just don't understand some stuff, Mom, and sometimes when I ask questions, Miss Andrews says I should pay more attention. But I do pay attention." Evelyn listened carefully. She could see the frustration in her son's eyes, and it hurt her deeply. After putting Jamal to bed, she stayed up late, thinking about what she could do. Evelyn wasn't the kind to sit back and accept things as they were. She believed in speaking up, especially when it came to her son. That night, Evelyn wrote a letter to Miss Andrews. "Dear Miss Andrews, I hope this note finds you well. I'm writing to talk about something that's been on my heart since I received your message about Jamal. First, I want to thank you for the work you do with the kids in your class. Teaching isn't easy, and I admire anyone who dedicates their life to shaping young minds. That being said, I feel it's important to share my perspective as Jamal's mother. Jamal is a wonderful, curious, and imaginative child. He loves to learn, though he might not always show it in ways that fit neatly into expectations. When he stares out the window, he's not ignoring you. He's imagining stories, dreaming of possibilities, and sometimes trying to figure out answers to the questions you pose. I also want to share a bit about our life. I work long hours to provide for Jamal, and while I do my best to help him with homework, there are nights when I'm too exhausted to do it all. We don't have the luxury of tutors or extra resources, but we have something just as valuable, a bond built on love and resilience. I'm not writing this letter to ask for special treatment. All I ask is that you see Jamal for who he is, a little boy with big dreams, a heart full of potential, and a mom who believes in him with everything she's got. With respect, Evelyn Carter." The next morning, Evelyn folded the letter and placed it in Jamal's backpack. She told him to hand it to Miss Andrews when he got to class. Miss Andrews read the letter during her lunch break. As her eyes scanned Evelyn's words, she felt a lump in her throat. She hadn't realized how much she had overlooked Jamal's unique way of learning or the challenges Evelyn faced at home. It wasn't out of malice. She had simply been too focused on the surface to dig deeper. That afternoon, Miss Andrews asked Jamal to stay after class. She knelt down to his level and said, "Jamal, I want to apologize. I think I haven't been understanding you as well as I should. Let's work together to make sure you feel supported, okay?" Jamal nodded, his small face lighting up with hope, but Miss Andrews didn't stop there. She took Evelyn's words to heart and started making changes in her classroom. She introduced more interactive lessons to engage students with different learning styles. She also made an effort to communicate with parents more regularly, not just when problems arose. A few weeks later, Evelyn noticed a change in Jamal. He seemed more excited about school, and his grades started improving. One evening, he showed her a drawing he had made in class, a picture of him and Miss Andrews standing in front of a chalkboard. "She's really nice now, Mom," Jamal said with a smile. Word of Evelyn's letter began spreading through the school after Miss Andrews shared it anonymously during a staff meeting. The story eventually made its way to a local journalist, who featured it in an article about the power of parent-teacher collaboration. From there, it went viral. People from all walks of life resonated with Evelyn's message. Parents, teachers, and even students wrote to her, thanking her for reminding them of the importance of empathy and understanding. Evelyn never expected her letter to have such an impact. She had only wanted to stand up for her son. But in doing so, she inspired millions to see the value in listening, learning, and believing in the potential of every child. And as for Jamal, he never forgot the moment his mom's love and courage changed his life. He grew up to become an artist, creating illustrations that told stories of resilience, hope, and the bond between a mother and her child. And that's the story, guys. I hope you enjoyed this journey as much as I did in creating it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you never miss a new adventure. And if you really loved it, share this story with your friends and family. Let's spread the word together. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep dreaming, keep believing, and keep exploring. Hope to see you soon. Bye.